Okay, great stuff. So thank you very much. Can you just state your name and where you're from?
Derek Williams, NAFO, and attached to DLRC Winelands.
Great stuff. What was your general feeling about the training?
I love the energy between the two facilitators in terms of the way that they fed off each other, and that they had possibly mental cues as to where the one would stop and the other one would come in, and not necessarily rehearsed, but something that was working very smoothly in terms of the flow of information that was shared with the crowd.
Great stuff. And what do you feel? Did you gain any knowledge? Do you feel you learned anything? Any new perspectives? Different perspectives?
A lot of new perspectives in terms of the feedback that came from the floor. In terms of leadership itself and corruption, because I'm a life coach and facilitator. A lot of the stuff is duplication for me, but what was interesting was the way that other people interpreted the information. So that was an eye opener for me.
What's the one thing you take home from the course, if there's anything?
Well, the one thing that I really feel that I can take home is that even though we had a lot of pain in the audience that came out because of past dispensation, I feel that there's also a lot of optimism that came out with the people, and I think that many people would have been prepared to let go of the old perceptions, the way in which they used to look at things, in terms of saying that, look here, there must be a way forward, and instead of pointing at the past, let's focus on the way forward and see if we can collectively reach that point so we can move on.
Great stuff. Thank you. And would you recommend this training for anyone else?
I absolutely would. I think it's part of our healing process. I think that it's still part of nation building. Some 20 years after democracy came to our shores, the handover of power wasn't an automatic magic wand that meant that everything's going to be okay now. In fact, there are many things that we need to start looking at. And doing interventions such as this will give people an opportunity to start healing, because they start talking, they listen to other people, they find that their pain is someone else's pain. They also find out how other people deal with the pain, and they get new perspective in terms of their own hate that they may harbor, even still at this point, some 20 years later. So yes, absolutely.
Thank you very much. Awesome.